vestibular migraines are a specific type that can cause vertigo, that can cause nausea and vomiting. Incredibly difficult to cope with at any age, but at the age of 16, Evie would be telling us, if we'd got the connection there, that it's meant she's having to be off school a great deal, and actually homeschooling has become the only way for her.
Yeah. I think the problem with migraine is a lot of people think it's just a different form of headache, but actually the more debilitating symptoms are the things that people don't think about. So, as you mentioned with vestibular migraine, it's things like dizziness, balance difficulties, that sort of vertigo, feeling like the room's spinning. Light sensitivity is often a big problem. Other sensory sensitivities as well, so difficulty with sounds, moving around, so even moving your head or things like that. Nausea and vomiting are big issues as well.
Doctor, these are the awful consequences of this terrible condition. I suppose anyone who is suffering from it or knows someone who's suffering from it will simply want to know, are we any closer to finding a cure to migraine?
I think it's going to be really difficult to find a cure because migraine is a complex neurological disorder which is actually genetic in its origins. So there are lots of different genes available that are implicated in migraine. There are new treatments coming out, and there are some that have been available in the UK for a few years now, which make migraine more manageable. But we find it very difficult to completely eradicate it from people.
And in terms of the treatments that are available, I've only had a couple of migraines in my life, but I don't think I have a propensity to them. It's just when I've had a huge emotional event.
But have you had a migraine or have you had a headache?
When I had the first ever migraine, my dad had just been admitted to intensive care and we thought he might not make it. And I was jumping in the car from Bristol to drive home and be in intensive care with Dad, and I just got struck down by migraine and I couldn't move for 24 hours. I just lay in bed, and it was clearly an emotional thing. But my understanding is the treatment of it often, it almost sort of knocks you out just to get through...
your body to cope with the attack.
And you can't live with that sort of medication.
Well, you shouldn't be treating it like that. Right. So a lot of people take things that will knock them out because actually, as you said, you can't move, you can't be around lights, you can't be around sounds, you're vomiting all the time, you just want to be lying still in a dark room. But actually, we should be giving treatments, and there are treatments available that actually should mean that you can get back to work quickly.
Yeah.